Liverpool yesterday. I cannot believe the conversation that you and I had when we came into the office, right? You and I, normally, we see the same game or similar game.
Yeah.
We've seen a totally different game. I thought Liverpool were terrible yesterday.
I didn't. Do you want me to tell you
thought
what?
they were terrible.
Do you want me to tell you what I actually thought of the game, and then you can disagree
that's what you
with me.
paid for. Go on.
Yeah. So I thought tactically, I was thinking, right, he's got to put Amrabat and maybe McTominay, another one, but he put the young lad in there and he played McTominay in the number 10 position behind Hoyland, and he's got Garnacho on the left, Anthony on the right, and he's got that decent back four, Johnny Evans and Varane, not blessed with pace. Anyway, being a manager myself, when you get three dodgy results on the bounce, or you get, you're about to go into a bad run where you can't see where the next win's coming from, take a draw.
Yeah.
I was always told, take a draw. Yeah. So they've gone to Anfield thinking, Ten Hag's probably thinking, we ain't getting battered here. I'm not going to allow us to get battered.
No, and on the back of 7-0 last season as well, that was still very fresh in the memory.
So he set the team up to actually absorb pressure and counter-attack. Liverpool, who were at home, expectation was high. Go on then, try and beat us. They stopped Man United getting out their own half with pure athleticism and effort, work rate. I thought it was brilliant the way they stopped them playing out. I thought the goalkeeper must have kicked 8 balls out of play. They didn't actually get out of their half through playing out once. They hit a couple of balls forward and they ended up breaking out now and again. But from playing out from the back, they didn't allow them to get out. I thought that was brilliant. I texted my son at half-time, Liverpool are playing on a different level to Man United. It was like playing in the FA Cup against a League One team for Liverpool, and Man United were hanging on. I'm not saying this because I played for Liverpool, by the way. I'm going to say... Hang on, I'm finished yet. Let me just get to the end of it quick. Right? I'll get to the end of it quick. On the day... Liverpool had 68% possession. They had 34 shots, 8 on target. On the day, the special players didn't get it right on the day.
Terrible final third. Terrible.
Yeah, they didn't get it right. But that's not to say next week they will.
So over the weekend, we saw Arsenal go top, Liverpool second. I don't think Liverpool have played well. I'd say last 5 weeks. I don't remember a game you come away going, they look like champions. Right? The second, fair play, right? The results are better than the performances. And that happens. You can't be brilliant. But I just saw Liverpool. That's a game that you should have won and you didn't. And I watched the highlights. I watched the game live. And when you and I come and have that conversation, I thought, have I missed them? So I watched the highlights again. Right? There was only 2 shots of note that Onana made. One save from Van Dijk's header. Yeah. The other one was from Salah where he should say. But you have 34 shots, 8 on target. There wasn't one you go, should be 1-0. The front three, Nunez, I think Liverpool fans will start to feel that he needs, if Liverpool are going to win this title, and they are right in there, he has got to start putting his weight in games like that. You can't keep relying on Salah. He can't keep going to the well. And I've got to tell you, mate, I thought Liverpool were terrible yesterday. Honestly, I did. I thought they were terrible. I did.
They weren't terrible.
I did. I thought
they
were
just
terrible.
got the last pass wrong too often.
But that's terrible.
No, they weren't terrible.
Oh, they were.
They weren't terrible. They just, and you've got to give Man United a bit of credit.
Yeah, I thought they defended well.
I'll come to that in a minute. But this team, this Liverpool team, is not the same team where you had Mane and you had Firmino up front.
What's the better team?
The Mane, Firmino, Salah team.
How are you going to win the title then?
Well, you're relying on Man City not being as good as they normally are.
That's already happened.
And Arsenal not being as good.
Well, that hasn't happened.
Well, you're relying on that. And at the moment, they're on course. And this team, I think, it's an athletic... Do you know what they remind me of? When you play against Germany, when Lothar Matthäus played and Didier Mann, they're all like 6'2" athletes. This team just... They just run you off the pitch.
But they're not
a high level of intensity.
Yeah, but...
That's how they're beating teams. They're not playing like Man City, passing teams off the pitch. They're not doing that.
No, but they're not playing well enough, Liverpool.
What do you mean well? What do you mean by well?
They've been bang average. In the last 5 or 6 games that I've watched, I've not come away from watching Liverpool going, wow. Now, they might get better second half. Of course, I don't
think they will. I don't think you'll come away thinking, what a team they are. No, what they do, they just overpower you. They overpower teams.
I don't think they do they?
Well, they've got 2 or 3 special players. let's be honest, Nunez is nowhere near as good as Firmino, and Diaz is not as good as Salah. The three midfield players they've got, I mean, whatever you say about Henderson, Fabinho, and Wijnaldum, and Milner, and Thiago, whoever else they had in there, these three are athletes that they put in there, including, well, McAllister. I wouldn't say he's an athlete; he's not the quickest, but he works his socks off. They're all like, it's like playing against a team of thoroughbreds. They intensify you off the pitch. That's how they beat teams. They're not going to pass you off the pitch. But
then that's only part of the game. But the part that Liverpool used to, they would do that, and then they would kill you with goals, right? They would have, as you mentioned, the three up top. Yeah. Cody Gakpo comes off the bench. There's not the same as I saw Liverpool when they blew teams away. The year they won it and the year they should have won, could have won it.
You won't get three better players than them.
Can I just read out again? Now, listen, I'm going to defend Van Dijk slightly here, because you could see in his face the frustration, and I think he's thinking, we done our job. We were hardly under any pressure. They had the best chance of the game, I felt. Højlund there, 1v1. Alisson comes out and does well. But the clearest chance of the game fell to Højlund on his right foot.
No matter how
don't
you
play
get
all funny, Dean, because you're Liverpool.
I'm saying you can play against a non-league team in the FA Cup and they're going to get a chance.
Yeah, but they had the best chance of the game.
Yeah, they're going to.
The clear cut, right? So if we go any further. If these comments from Van Dijk, as exactly word for word, there was only one team trying to win the game. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We want to win every game, especially a team like them. I mean, Man United. It's frustrating as we were superior in all aspects. You weren't. You weren't superior in all aspects. And they were just hoping on counter-attack to hurt us. And they nearly did it, by the way, with Van Dijk. In the end, they are buzzing with a point. Isn't that brilliant? Van Dijk, he's Dutch. And that's such an English one, buzzing, isn't it? He's come over. He wouldn't use that in Holland, will he? I'm buzzing. Anyway,
first of all,
I like that. Hang on, I've not finished.
Has he finished?
I've not finished. No, he hasn't. No. In the end, they are buzzing with a point, and we're disappointed with a point. They aren't in the best phase, so coming here, you have to worry about the threat we have. But we should have won today, and there are big games coming up. We don't dwell on it. So basically what I'm looking at there, Van Dijk has gone in there, and he's looking at his front three, and he's gone, you three were terrible today. They were terrible up top, Dino. Terrible.
Salah, Nunez, Diaz... threatened and got the last pass wrong, or the last finish wrong, or the last decision wrong. What Van Dijk said there, I don't actually like what he said. I don't think he should speak like that. It is a bit disrespectful, but I thought he played brilliantly in the game.
He didn't have anything to do.
No, he played well. I thought there was a few counter-attacks that
he didn't have anything to do.
He snuffed out. No, he reads it. He's like Rio
Ferdinand. The best chance fell to Højlund.
One chance. Well, they had another one, half a chance as well, but... Alisson made a good save. That's what your goalkeeper's there for. But Liverpool never turned the possession into the normal. Normally, they're clinical. Well, Salah is. And there you go. Salah never played in midweek. I don't know if Slobosly played. I don't think he did. Sometimes when you rest players for Champions League games, they're off the bridle. Yeah, they didn't look at it, did they? Them two.
Yeah, but if he goes out there and plays Salah, and he tweaks a hamstring. Yeah. Every Liverpool fan saying, why is Salah playing? You don't need to.
No, I'm not criticising what he's done. I'm criticising Salah for not being at the races.
Yeah, and they all went, I thought Liverpool were terrible, man, a better point for them, no doubt about it. And Van Dijk's comments, I think he's more frustrated with the front three, certainly the attacking aspect of Liverpool, than he is defensively.